Hi everyone, my name is Barbara. I'm the owner and founder of Spanish for Kiddos and Math for Bilinguals. And today I want to show you some fun free activities that you can do when you are teaching money to kids, such as the value and counting, not so much as the exchange of the coins or the dollar bills if you're going to start with that or any other higher number. But this is just a very simple activity to understand what that means in regards to coins such as, in that case, a penny, a dime, and a nickel and a quarter, and then you have the dollar symbol here for the dollar bill. So this is very simple. In this case, what I have here is just a cube that it comes in a sheet like this, and then I'll show you also where you can also find this to fold this. All you do is just cut this along and fold it along those lines, and what you have is a cube. In this case, is a money cube. So there are many versions that you can use this for. So one of the things that I have here is some type of chart. It's just a table. And then here I have the different types of coins. So I have the penny, the quarter, the nickel, and the dime. And then all you want to do is just, for instance, and I'll put this down here for a minute so that we can see how that goes. So for instance, I have a quarter. And so I have 25 cents. And where's my quarter? My quarter's right here. So what you want to do is just make a little X, or you can color it in however you want to. Now I'm using a sheet protector. You can use one of those pocket protectors too, or you can laminate this, and that's probably maybe a little bit easier as well. And so you can keep on using this in practice. So the next one I have is a dime. So I look for the dime and it's right here. And then just to give you a purpose of what this, so say for instance, I'm gonna roll again a quarter. Okay, and so you can start by then, depending on how many times you want to do this. So I have a quarter, I have two of those, and then I have a dime, I have one of those. It's just to practice to see how much you have of each. Okay, and so it gives you a good representation of how many coins you have, and then here you can group them together and find out how many of each coin do you have. And you can repeat these as many times as you want to. I think 4 is probably the best to do that. And that could be a good way to practice those numbers as well. Or you can also practice the amount that each one of those is. For instance, you have 1 cent, 25, 5, and 10, and then you can do the same thing here as well. So either way, I mean, there are many different ways that you can use that as well. That's great too. The other thing I have here is this cube game here. And one of the things that it's included into that number cube template is these keywords, or these table that you can make them into a table if you want to, or you can make them into these cards that I have here. So you have all of the names, the key terms with the coins in English and Spanish, so that you can go back and find out what each of them are. So again, you're going to use the money cube here one more time, and then I have a simple marker that you can use. You can use anything that you want, and then the start of the game goes here, goes around here, and here's the end. And what you want to do is, for instance, let's just give it one try here, and then if I land, for instance, I landed on the dollar bill. So that means I start here and I go, where's my dollar bill? It's right here. So that's great. But what happens, let's see if I can try to do it. Now, if I land on one of these, and I have a little key here at the bottom that you can tell, if I land on there, actually go to the next question. You don't have to go back. Go to the next question and find out what that question is and try to answer. What is the value of a dime? ¿Qué valor tiene un dime? So then you can go back to, what is that? That is 10 cents. So make sure that you actually emphasize to your kiddos, what is that value? That value is 10 cents. And then there's some other one. There's a bonus question here is to, and again, if your kids are into that stage where they have comparison of more than or less than, in this case is, which is greater, a penny or a quarter? Okay, so we have, if you want to, you can go back. A penny is 1 cent and a quarter is 25 cents. So the quarter would be greater than the penny, the value of the coin. And then if you land on here, for instance, if you happen to land on there, which is still the same, so if you land on there, you can say, well, let's jump 2 times. So you go 1, 2, and then it's the same thing. Okay? So if you move along, you can do that as well until you come to the end, and you can do that too as well. So many different ways that you can do that. The important thing is that we understand what the value of each is, and then go back to either the question or when you land in one of these spaces. When you land on these spaces, it's similar to this one. So when you land on this one, you can either have this one here or this one, and then actually jump 2 spaces. You land on that one, you land on this one, and you jump 2 spaces. So the important part is that you actually have a conversation, have a discussion of what those values are between the coins and the dollar bill. Now I only have $1 bill. I think that's probably the best representation to have at this stage. If you want to add the $5, the 10, the 20, as many as you want to, you can as well. But those come at a later stage in math. So I hope that you have fun with some of these games. This is a great way to do it. You can also do it as a bingo if you wanted to, and see where you land. You can do that as well. Many different ways you can do this. The important thing is just to have fun while you're learning math. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you join me for another fun video, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye.